Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Jenna Collar. Happy Wednesday. It's so good to see you guys on. I see like 4 faces. So the first thing I'm going to ask is if you're available to turn your camera on. It really helps me so much. Like if you just got out of the shower or you're using the bathroom or something, please don't turn your camera on. But if you can, it really helps us when we're talking, just to be able to engage with your beautiful faces. Oh, I see some faces coming up here. Yay, thank you guys. That means so much to me for you to turn your camera on. And then the other thing, if you're brand new to Zoom, I know sometimes it's someone's first meeting. So if you want to go ahead and put in the chat there, like in the bottom, there's a little chat box. And throughout the meeting, I'm going to be watching the chat to see if any questions come up or ask for some engagement there. So right now, if you wouldn't mind just going and like saying hi in the chat and letting me know where you're joining us from. That is one of my favorite parts of this meeting, just to see like how many people come together from all over the world. Honestly, sometimes we have these with people in Australia, people in the UK, people in Hawaii. Oh, there is someone in Hawaii. That's awesome. People from all over, which I get very, very excited about. So someone from Idaho, from Washington, from South Carolina. This is so awesome, you guys. Thanks for hopping on. Hey, I'm going to try to really honor your time tonight. We really have some great information. We're going to cover what ketones are, because somebody invited you here because you're interested in learning a little bit about ketones, or you have no idea what they are, but they just asked you to come on and learn because this stuff has changed their lives. And so you showed up. So first of all, thank you for showing up. So we're going to cover what ketones are. You're going to learn a little bit about how to drink them, some of the science behind it, some of our products, some of our support products. And I'm going to try to answer whatever questions you have about them. So put those in the chat and I will do my best to hit those. You're going to hear some personal stories. You're going to learn a little bit about some promos and some great packages we have available for you right now as well. And we're going to have some fun tonight. So if you're all good with that, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat for me. So I know that you are here, you are with me, and we are participating. Awesome. I love it. Well, I know a couple people hopped on late, so I'm going to repeat. My name is Jenna. I live in Apollo Beach, Florida. I have been drinking ketones for 3 years now. When I first started drinking ketones, well, first of all, it took me a whole year to even try them because I thought they were total BS. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I said, absolutely not going to do this. Then I tried them, and I'm going to tell you what, and within 2 weeks of drinking them, I went from drinking 10 cups of coffee a day, and I'm not even exaggerating. I was like a whole pot of coffee mom right here. I had a 1-year-old and I was still exhausted all the time, always living for that next cup of coffee, planning my route from like my house to my mom's house based on where the coffee shops were in between us, right? If you can relate, put like coffee mom in the comments. And I was really proud of it. I drank so much coffee and I was always still so tired. So once I started drinking ketones, about 2 weeks into drinking them, I realized that I went to bed one night. Sorry, I went to bed one night after 2 weeks into drinking them, and I was like, I didn't even think about having coffee today. Like, what? What happened? Who am I? Who is this person? Like, I didn't even have a single cup of coffee an entire day, and I felt amazing. I felt absolutely amazing. And sorry, hang on 1 second, guys.
I'm muted. I got muted. That's okay.
Yes, we're going to ask that everybody stays muted until we might open it up for questions at the end. But at this moment in time, we're going to keep everybody muted just so we can share the information that we have to share, and then answer questions and keep going from here. So Joy, yeah, you're the same. Got it. You are a coffee mom like me, or you were a coffee mom before ketones. So before ketones, I was 100% coffee mom. And then I drank them. I had that experience where I didn't even think about having coffee the entire day. And within a month, I dropped 7 pounds without meal prepping, without working out, without doing all the things that I had been doing, without overstressing. I just drank the darn things. And I fully expected to have gained 10 pounds and I dropped 7. And here comes my kid who is supposed to be in bed. And apparently I'm talking too loud and too excited and I woke her up. Whoops. Haley, say hi. This is real life, y'all. Okay, so hi, baby. So yeah, so I have a friend here. Her name is Kim. Kim, if you're on, you can unmute. I would love for you to share your story real quick, and then I'll share a little bit more. I just want you to hear her story. You heard a little bit about my story. I get really excited about this, especially with new people who have never tried ketones before, just because, like, y'all, it changed my life. I've been drinking it 3 years. I lost a total of 20 pounds. And I feel amazing. And I still don't drink coffee, right, Haley? What do I drink every day? Oh yeah, I'll let somebody else talk. Okay. Kim. My friend Kim, she's got a powerful story she's going to share with you guys. So give it up for Kim real quick in the chat. Say hi, Kim. This is her first time sharing on a video like this, as far as I know. So I'm going to mute myself real quick, and I'm going to let you share, Kim. I'd love for you to tell everyone where you're from, how long you've been drinking ketones, and just sort of what the product itself has done for you.
Sure. Thank you. Can you hear me okay, Jenna?
Yes, you're coming in loud and clear.
All right. Excellent. So I'm from Massachusetts, and I've been drinking ketones for just about a month now. I was just like you, very skeptical. My friend Jody had talked to me about ketones, and I was like, yeah, sounds like that's too good to be true. And then kind of go back a little bit. I went through a really difficult time, and menopause came on very early and very rough for me. And so I was experiencing a shift in body weight, gaining of weight, the hot flashes, lack of sleep. It was just awful. And I have a middle son, who has a lot of serious medical issues that I have to take care of as well. He's an adult. And so the combination, the emotional well-being, my mental well-being, everything was just crashing for me all at the same time. And I stuck that out for 5 years. And Jody was like, please, for the love of God, please just give this a try. And I am still in shock. So for me, I noticed a difference in the very first drink that I had. The only way I can explain it was like, if I could see inside my brain, I felt like I could see all my neurotransmitters like just firing, and it felt phenomenal. So the next day I woke up, big coffee drinker as well. And I got my cup of coffee like I always do, did not even taste the same for me. And I am not even drinking coffee. And I've lost 10 pounds in a month. I have only been doing ketones right now. And I'm feeling great. I want to see people. I want to interact with people. I want to have a conversation with people and not just be stuck inside my own head all the time. It's just remarkable what it's done for me. And I can't believe I'm doing this right now. Number one, and I can't wait to see where this takes me. I jumped all in.
Oh my gosh, Kim, that's amazing. Like, to feel, if you guys missed it in her story, like, the thing that stands out to me the most is you went from feeling like you didn't even want to or have the energy to participate in your own life, and now you actually want to see people and be around people again. How many of you guys can relate to, like, just that feeling of like, I don't want to see anybody and I don't want anybody to see me, and I'm just gonna like hide because I don't have the energy to give to myself, let alone anybody else around me? Anybody? Or is that just me? Because I've definitely been there, and it's the worst feeling. Nobody wants to feel that way, right? And so to have something that you can drink every day, like, was it hard for you to drink this stuff, Kim? First of all, does it taste good?
I was very surprised. There's only one flavor I'm not really fond of, but all the others, it's hard to pick a favorite.
Hey, I always say there's a flavor out there for everybody. So if you have some you don't like, just say next. I'm gonna try the next one. I don't love them
Exactly.
all, but I love most of them as well. So Kim, thank you so much for sharing.
You're
I really
welcome.
appreciate it. Your story is very powerful. Because I
Thank
can
you.
tell you it's so relatable. So many people feel like they're just existing and are so afraid to engage with people because they just don't have the energy to do it. I've been there, you've been there. Bet most people on this call have been there at least at some point in their life. And so
Exactly.
I love
I actually even got my son has all the issues, he's
Mhm.
having them. And I can't even tell you, the experience he's having is unbelievable.
Oh, see, now you're gonna make my mom tears come out, and that just is not fair.
I'm teary because I haven't seen that light in his eyes in a couple of years since he had open heart surgery at a young age, 25, and his life has been drastically different. And I haven't seen that light in a long time. So I'm grateful.
Okay, well, definitely, I'm about to cry, so I gotta pull this in so I can keep doing this call. But thank you, Kim. That's amazing.
You're welcome, Jenna. Thank you.
Oh, I
for
love
having me.
it. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for sharing your story. You're
You're
absolutely
welcome.
powerful, and I can't wait to hear like how your son continues to progress and how you continue to progress. I know you're pretty new to this still, so it just keeps getting better. I've been doing it for
Exactly.
3 years, you guys. 3 years, and like someone asked me the other day, like, what's it like to go a day without ketones? And I'm like, I have no idea. I haven't done it in 3 years. Like, I just don't do it. So, um, all right. Well, I think I invited a friend, Christina, to share her story on here as well. But I know she had a couple kiddos. She was trying to get into bed. So while she's working on that, I'm going to cover some details of what the heck we're talking about, because there's probably still some of you on this call who are like, what the heck? Like, I just showed up because Kim told me to. Kim told me she was going to be talking on this call, so I'm here. So I'm going to talk real quick about what ketones are. And then if you have questions, put them in the chat. I see Carrie, you're nailing it with helping to answer some of these things. So Carrie's an amazing human being. He's got a wealth of knowledge. So I appreciate you, Carrie. Thank you. Ketones. This magic little packet right here. And yes, it is sweet jam for those of you who love this. I've got some. Oh, that's what Carrie's drinking too. This stuff legit tastes like strawberry jam. If you've never had it, it's these little, oh, my daughter just sat up again on the couch. Like, what? Sweet jam? These little magic packets, okay? These are filled with ketones. Ketones are, if you've heard of the keto diet, if you guys have heard of the keto diet, put a number 2 in the chat. I already asked for the number 1, put the number 2. Okay, so keto diet is awesome. It has a lot of awesome health benefits for your brain and for your body, but it can be really hard to stick to, right? And stick to long term. People who are doing it, if you're doing it, you're absolutely amazing. I give you all the props in the world because it's a challenge for me to do it long term. These packets create these ketone salts that are exactly the same as what your liver would naturally produce if you're doing the diet without you having to do the diet. So you drink these. Within 60 minutes, by blood test, 100% of the time, you're going to be in a therapeutic state of ketosis. What that means is your brain is going to be getting a better fuel source because your body's either going to be pulling from ketones or glucose for energy. So your brain, when ketones are in your system, your brain will use the ketones for energy. So it's like Kim said, it's like her brain turned on. Her brain suddenly got functional. It was, you don't know what you're missing until you've experienced it, right? You don't know how tired you are all the time until you're not. And you're like, holy cow, like what? I was exhausted and I was a slave to coffee and I didn't even realize it. I was just living every day. But once you get a taste of something better, your body like lights up. And some people, it happens on day 1. Like I think Kim said it happened for you on day 1, right? For me, it took 2 weeks straight of drinking this stuff twice a day for me to have that brain like light switch turned on. Doesn't mean they're not working if you don't feel the light switch in your brain right away. What it means is your body is using the ketones for something else. Okay, so your body will use your ketones for whatever is needed first, right? So if you've got a ton of fluid buildup in your body, the ketones will help pull that out. If you need that extra like brain benefit, it'll hit you there first. If like whatever it is, if it's focus or better sleep or whatever, your body's going to be utilizing the ketones in the way that your body knows to utilize them and needs to. So the more you drink them, the more your body's going to adapt to the benefits. That's what I always tell people. So if you're like on day 2 or 3 and you're like, I'm not feeling anything, this stuff doesn't work, just keep drinking them. You're going to feel it, I promise. So our ketones are amazing. They come in these packets that you can just take anywhere. You throw in some ice and water, you shake it up, you drink it, you're good to go. They come in caffeinated, which is our charged flavors. Okay, that means it's got about 80 milligrams of caffeine-ish. So about the same as a small cup of coffee. It's a slow release caffeine. It's not going to get you all jittery and crazy. It's just going to like help get the ketones into your bloodstream a little bit faster. So if you're like me and you're a pot of coffee a day person, you're going to want to start with these. It helped me like transition off of coffee without headaches, without anything. So I drink one of these first thing in the morning. We also, most flavors come in a non-caffeinated option. So anybody who is caffeine sensitive, we have ketones straight up with no caffeine in there. And you're going to get all the same brain benefits and health benefits and fat loss benefits and all the benefits with just ketones themselves. The caffeine just helps get it into your bloodstream a little bit faster. And Carrie's using all the technical terms in the chat. I'm not the tech term person, but I can tell you he is. He's amazing. I love it. If you're not reading the chat, he said caffeine is a vasal restrictor. See, I'm not the... Think Drano for the veins. I like that. Okay, that I can get behind. We also have one thing. So I mentioned like ketones might pull fluid from your body, right? So you hear fluid from your body, you might think dehydration. And I will tell you, it can be a little bit dehydrating at times because it's pulling fluids from your body so fast. And so we do have Mitoplex, which is our super electrolyte version. It's got CMAD 100. It's got DNA repair. It's got it's a supercharged electrolyte. So if you drink ketones and by chance you're getting a headache or you're feeling more tired, then something's a little bit off, right? And it's probably your electrolytes. So I always tell people, buy a box of these and just, you can throw them straight in with your ketones or you can mix it straight with water. This one is a non-flavored one, so you can just throw it in with any flavor and it's not going to mess with it. Or we have some flavored ones as well. I like the lemon and lime ones. Should you drink Mitoplex before or after the gym? Yeah, there's no wrong answer. You can do it before or after. It helps rehydrate you. If you're sweating a lot at the gym, sure, drink one after. And you're not going to drink too much of it in a day. You're not going to drink too many ketones in a day. Whatever your body uses or doesn't use, it's just gonna excrete. It's just gonna process out of your body and you'll be fine. So if you're fine, like I have days, I live in Florida, so it's hot and it's humid. And so I have days if I'm going to a park or something and I'm glistening a little more than normal, I am gonna drink some more Mitoplex just to keep myself balanced and more water. Yes, it has potassium and magnesium, which helps prevent the muscle cramps and the lactic acid buildup. Thank you, Carrie. I love it. So another option we have our Keto Reboot system. Are you guys familiar with intermittent fasting at all? If you've heard of intermittent fasting, put a 3 in the chat. If you've never heard of it, put a 4 in the chat. I'm just curious. Most people at this point have heard of it. Yep. Okay. So intermittent fasting, what that just means is you go an extended window without eating food. And it helps your body, it helps reset your metabolism, it helps process all the toxins out, it helps clean out your gut, it does all the things, it helps you burn fat for fuel. We have a 60-hour intermittent fasting kit here mixed with bone broths, with ketones, with Mitoplex, with our Protone, which is our specialized protein drink. And you can do a 60-hour fast as a community. We do it once a month. And believe me, when I first heard of this thing, I was absolutely terrified of it. I was like, 60 hours, are you sure? Are you sure? Whose idea was this? Then I realized half of it you're asleep anyway. And so really it's like 2 days of drinking this stuff instead of eating food. And honestly, it highlighted for me my relationship with food, like, and how many times I'm absently like eating you guys saw my kid earlier, how many times I'm like finishing her plate without thinking about it, right? She's got a chicken nugget left and I'm going to eat that, or some grapes left and I'm eating them. When I'm rebooting, I'm like, wait a minute, no, be conscious of what you're doing, Jenna. So it's just completely different. So the reboot is amazing, especially if you're in a plateau at all. It helps kind of break that and reset your metabolism, reset your system. And then it's a completely different salt. Yes. Okay. Sorry, I try to keep my eye on the chat a little bit. I don't know if Christina made it on yet, but she was going to share her story here. But I am not seeing her. Okay. So right now as well, we have our triple treat package. Have you guys heard of that yet? Anybody? Triple treat? No? Okay. So I'm super excited about this. We just released it. And in our triple treat package, you can get what is our 10-day challenge kit, which comes with a variety of flavors. Half of them are caffeinated, half of them are decaf. And you also get one of our reboot kits, and you also get a 24-hour fast kit, which is basically 1 day of the reboot. And as a community in October, we're going to do this triple treat challenge together. So it's packaged together and it's on sale right now. So get back with the person who invited you here, because honestly, it's the best bang for your buck. I love a good deal. So I get really excited when they put stuff like this together and give a good price on it. And it's like the perfect way for you or your friends or your family to get started. Yes, we love coupons. It's the perfect way to get started, to get introduced to the variety of products that we have, and to plug right into our community. We have a Facebook group where we do this together. And we're just like so supportive of each other. Our community is awesome. You can see Sarah Ramos and Carrie, and there's some people on here who are very powerful and who have been doing this for a while. Actually, Sarah, I would love to hear your story. If you want to pop on, I see your name on there and I love you, girl. So if you want to share a story real quick about what Ketones did for you, I would love to hear it.
Yes, I'd love to. I had to escape from my toddler really quick.
Oh, I get it.
But my husband and I have been drinking ketones for 5.5 years now. When I first started, my husband actually noticed it in my mood first, which was amazing, because when we show up as the best version of ourselves and other people that we love start to see a change in you for the better, like it feels so good. I continue to drink ketones. I went to a bar class. It's like a Pilates ballet class. And my instructor said, Sarah, what is it that you're doing? Your whole body has changed. And so I went home, weighed myself. I was 5 pounds down, threw my scale out. This was back in 2016. And I've never weighed myself since. I decided that I was going to measure the success based on how I felt and how my clothes fit. And it has been such an incredible journey. I actually drank ketones throughout my entire pregnancy. You can only do that if you get it approved by your doctor. All of our bodies are very different. So if you are pregnant, trying to get pregnant, breastfeeding, just make sure that you check with your doctor and see if it's good for you. But leading up to my pregnancy, I got my healthiest and my strongest that I've ever been in my life. I'm not one to diet. Like if you tell me what to do, all I want is the thing you tell me I can't have. So I'm not one that dove in with the ketogenic diet. However, I started to crave things that my body needed instead of these different things that I conditioned myself to think that I needed. So I noticed my nutrition just changing overall without me being told what I can put in my body, which was amazing. I ended up getting abs, which I've never had those in my life. But it's because I was doing that 60-hour keto reboot once a month. And then I was drinking ketones twice a day. And I got so healthy. I got pregnant, drank on my whole pregnancy. I did the caffeine free. I never had to take a nap my whole pregnancy. I was reeling in a catfish the week that I gave birth. Like I seriously never slowed down because I felt so good. And so then I took him to my daughter's pediatrician and I breastfed my daughter for 2 years. Said, I'm doing this. Do you approve of it? Because it's so important to check with your doctor. And she said, yes, you are so unbelievably healthy. Keep doing it. And so I've just had such a positive experience, and it's changed my life in so many ways, more than just like physically. So I'm very thankful that I have ketones because it makes me a better mom. I mean, there's no guidebook when it comes to being a mom of a toddler. So thank goodness for ketones.
Oh, say that again. Did you say you were reeling in a catfish? Did I hear that right? Did you guys
Oh
catch
yeah.
that?
Oh yeah. I was like out on a boat the week that I gave birth, and I was like reeling in this catfish. And then I was like, maybe we should stay closer to the hospital instead of reeling in a 30-pound catfish, like
I mean,
9.5 months pregnant.
Kind of, you were already my hero, but like this just solidified it for me. This woman, like,
I'll send you the video.
I need to see this video. That's absolutely amazing. So one of the things I love about ketones also is the community that we have here. And I wouldn't know Sarah or Carrie or most of the people on this call if it wasn't for saying yes to drinking this drink and getting plugged in with other people who are also drinking it, right? I wouldn't be drinking it if my friend Keisha didn't tell me about it again and again and again and again and let me be around people and hear stories like this again and again and again. I was a huge skeptic, and it took me some time of hearing people's personal stories to start drinking them. Also, I'm going to share a little bit about financially, okay, when I heard ketones and I was like, nope, that's not on my budget. I had like a $200 a month coffee budget, but I didn't have a budget for ketones, right? So at first I was super resistant to drinking ketones, partially because of the price. And then I found out that this company has this awesome rewards program for customers. For customers, not for promoters. I mean, promoters too, but for customers. Y'all, if you drink ketones and you have an experience like Sarah did, do you think people who were watching this crazy pregnant woman going out like reeling in catfish the week that she's supposed to get birth were asking her like, what the heck are you on? Like, I would be like, whatever she's drinking, give me that, right? So as you drink this stuff, as you have the experience, it just becomes sort of natural to share it with the people around you, right? How many of you tell people about your favorite restaurants, or your favorite movie, or your favorite whatever? And you know that as you're changing, I know when I started changing and my energy went off the charts, like people started asking me, what do you do? I got way better at my job, by the way. I went from being really good at my job to being absolutely fantastic at my job. And people were like, what are you doing? And so here's the cool thing for customers. As a customer, let's say you have an experience with ketones and people start noticing and they're asking you, if you refer 2 people to drink ketones with you, let's say you can think of a couple people already since you've been listening that could use this energy and this motivation and this shift. If you refer, let's say you get on our Smart Ship program, so you're already saving 22% a month because you're getting a monthly order. And also every 3rd month in a row that you order, you qualify for an extra box of product for free your next month. So that's a thing, okay? For doing nothing but continuing to order, we're going to send you an extra box of product every 3 months in a row that you order, which is awesome. But then just wait, there's more. If you do that and you inspire a couple friends to drink ketones with you, thank you, Carrie, for loving that. If you inspire a couple of friends to drink ketones with you, all you need is 2 friends drinking this stuff with you every month. They get on that program where they're ordering theirs every month. They're getting their extra box for product for free every 3 months. And suddenly you go from getting a 22% discount to getting a 100% discount, meaning you heard me right. You're going to get your ketones for free. You're going to get the average of their 2 orders. So if someone orders $200 worth of product and somebody orders $100 worth of product, you're going to get $150 to put towards free product for yourself the next month, which is amazing. I've been drinking my ketones for free for 3 years. Like, I have not paid for the ketones that I've drank in 3 years for free every single month. If you've been getting free ketones, type free ketones in the chat because it's totally possible. But on top of that, I could think of way more than 2 people who would drink this stuff with me. So I went from getting free ketones to jumping into our business opportunity. And our business opportunity has an amazing comp plan, an amazing reward system, and dramatically changed my life. And I'm going to share that story with you here real quick too, because it's important for me to remember where I started and remember where I'm going, and remember like there are people who are right now exactly where I was at 3 years ago. And I'm going to try to share it without getting all emotional, okay? But someone earlier got the tears flowing earlier, Kim, so I can't promise anything here. But when I started this business, I was beyond broke. I was so far in debt. I had had so many surgeries back then. I have had a number of medical issues. I had had surgeries at that point, so I was about $20,000 in medical debt. My husband was very sick and could not work. I was the sole income provider. I had a 1-year-old baby, so I was trying to manage work, taking care of my husband, take care of my daughter, and paying all of our bills myself. And I wasn't doing it. I was drowning. I was beyond broke. I was having to pick and choose which bills to like skip for the month and which bills to, pay, because otherwise they're going to shut off the lights. Like, I was beyond broke. Okay. Like if you've ever been there, it's a terrible feeling, especially as a mom. Right. And so when somebody presented this opportunity to me, I was like, I just don't know how I can even do it. And she said to me, Jenna, like, I don't need you to do this business for me, but I think that you need to do it for you, because I really, truly believe this could change your life and change your situation. And that was 3 years ago, you guys. And since then, since joining this business and this community, I am 100% out of debt, like totally out of debt. I sold our house in Michigan. We moved to Florida. We live in I don't even know how my life is possible right now, except for a lot of hard work and a lot of dedication and sharing ketones with a lot of people and plugging in with this community and being able to lock arms with people and just helping a lot of people. But like we're debt free and we are living in Florida. I have like, it's just amazing. Like, I feel like I'm living on vacation most of the time, and I get to do stuff like this and come on here and share with you guys and watch lives be changed and hear stories like Kim's. And like, this business has been like one of the most powerful experiences in my personal life. And then I get to watch it happen for a person again and again and again and again and again. And it just rocks me every time someone jumps in and says yes to this opportunity, because I know, especially when they're starting where I did, where like I had to borrow money to buy this promoter package that was not on sale. And I'll talk about the sale that we're doing right now in a minute. I had to borrow money from a friend to even get started. And thank God she believed in me enough to let me borrow money to buy 200 samples of this stuff and say, and as soon as I ordered it, I was like, oh my gosh, what if nobody wants it? Like, what if nobody wants to do this with me? And you know what happened? Within 2 weeks, I had 200 samples of this stuff resold to my friends and family members who wanted to try it. And you know what? Those people 3 years later are still drinking this stuff with me because they loved it. And I'm able to change their lives, and it changed my life. And so I get excited about it. Right now we have what we call our $1 Keto Club. Carrie pre-sold his entire package, yes, to get started. So our $1 Keto Club is absolutely amazing. We have a couple different packages people can come in with to start as a promoter. If that's you, if you can think like you're either person number one who you just want to drink ketones because you just want to feel better, right? And if that's where you're at, that's where you're at, and that's where you start. And you drink the darn things and you have your own experience with them. And then we can continue the conversation from there. Person number two is the person who's pretty motivated to get free product. Maybe you've already been drinking it for a while and you want to share your experience with people so that they can have their experience too, and you can get your product for free. Like, that's awesome. And circle back to the person who invited you to this call so they can help coach you on how to share your story in a way that inspires people to do this with you. And then person number three is the person who's like, dude, I can think of like 10 people, 50 people, 100 people. Like, I have some influence. And if this stuff works and if this business is legit, and if I could actually change my life or change my friends' lives, then I want all in. And maybe you're somewhere in between. You're not really sure which person you are yet. And that's totally fine. You can continue the conversation with me, with whoever invited you to this call. Like, we're here to help and lock arms with you. But you right now, for our $1 Keto Club, you can join our business for just $1. Normally there's a $49 annual fee. And right now that's discounted to just $1. I told you I love coupons. So anywhere I can save money, I love it. And our brand builder, our max brand builder pack, which comes with 10 boxes of this stuff, so 200 samples, is 40% off right now, which is absolutely insane. Like, you don't even know how insane it is if you're not in this business, but you'll understand pretty quickly how awesome it is, because you can buy this stuff at 40% off. I know, Sarah, they get me every time too. Coupons, I love them. You can buy this stuff at 40% off. And then you go and you share it with your friends and your family, and you resell it to them, and you can profit up to like $600 just from reselling the darn packets. I don't know why I'm calling them the darn things all night, but I'm kind of feeling it. So go with me there. It's 9 o'clock. I'm in my goofy mode. But you can resell it. And here's the thing, like, we're really driven by experience. We're driven by education and experience in community. And so as you're locking arms with your friends, as we're sharing the product with them, as you're inviting them to a call like this, as they're sampling ketones that you resold them because you paid money for them, so you're going to sell them to your friends and your family, they're going to love the product too. They're going to have their own experience, and then they're going to want to order, and they order with you. And it's really that simple. Like, you just introduce them to the samples, they try it, you connect them to somebody who knows a little bit more than you do about the product, you invite them to a call like this, and we help get them started. So I love this business opportunity. It's dramatically changed my life. I love 40% off ketones. Like, it's pretty amazing in my opinion. And that deal is only good through tomorrow night. So if you want in on that, definitely get back with the person who invited you tonight. The best price point to partner with an international brand. That's right. We are in 23 different countries, if you didn't know. This stuff is global. So if you guys have any questions, you can put them in the chat. If you don't, I know we've been on here for a while now. So let me know, circle back to whoever invited you. And we will keep talking. We do these calls every Wednesday at the same time as well. So if you had a couple people in mind that you wanted to hear some of the same information, just invite them to the next call next Wednesday, same time, same place, same link. We will be here again. All right. Love you all. Talk to you soon. Bye. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Carrie. Thanks, Sarah. Thanks, Kim. You all are amazing. Bye.